Good morning, Southern Texas PGA members, associates, and friends. My name is Thomas Hutton, and I am your executive director. I'm happy to have finally made it to today. Life in the world continues to throw us curveballs, and we continue to need to adjust and change plans, and this meeting is a perfect example of that. I hope you and your loved ones are doing better after that crazy week of cold weather with water and power issues, and your facilities are starting to turn the corner as well. If we can be of any assistance, please do not hesitate to reach out. It is important to note that the PGA Disaster Relief Fund is available for help. The fund provides assistance to PGA members who are faced with temporary financial problems due to serious medical emergencies or the impact of natural disasters. It provides relief for documented out-of-pocket expenses in critical circumstances to help our members and their families get back on their feet faster. Over the last 20 years, the PGA Disaster Relief Fund has distributed a total of $1.8 million in relief. Please visit pga.org for more information. Before we start the official meeting, please note that a lot of today's meeting was filmed in order to be shown 2 weeks ago. You may notice a few mentions of items that are outdated, but due to everyone's situation, we felt it was best to show everything that we had planned. So what I tell you right now is sit back, relax, and enjoy the meeting, and please take time to review our resource guide that was sent out on Friday and is posted on our website. Enjoy the meeting.
Good morning and welcome to the 53rd Southern Texas PGA Annual Meeting. My name is Doug DeSivey, currently serving as your president. I want to welcome all PGA members, associates, guests, and sponsors to our virtual meeting this morning. As someone who has served the association for over 25 years, I would have never guessed that my final meeting as president would be at the Stpga office, broadcasting this meeting to all of you. I want to thank everyone for participating today and being engaged in our meeting. Due to the weather today, we have made some last-minute adjustments, so please bear with us as we proceed through the meeting. The main item you will recognize is that we will go back and forth between one or two screens being shown on your device. Please do not be alarmed as we change throughout the meeting, as we will be showing more pre-recorded videos than originally planned. The goal for today's meeting is to provide you, our members, with a high-level update of your association, run our election, and share some insight into the future. Before we welcome our longtime meeting sponsor, Mark Danton, to say a few words, I would like to welcome our Executive Director, Thomas Hutton, to the podium to say our invocation and some additional comments.
Good morning and thank you, Doug. Please bow your heads. Dear Heavenly Father, thank you for watching over us during this meeting and throughout the year. Please help us prepare for the challenges which we may face this year, both professionally and personally. Sharpen our skills for our own well-being and for the safety of those whom we serve. Please bless those that serve this great country and give us the ability to work freely within the golf industry. Bless over the leadership of our association and all members as they continue to grow the game at their facility. We do this in your name, Jesus Christ. Amen. Well, good morning, everyone. Due to this forum that we are in, I want to highlight a few very important items. Item number 1. I encourage all members to spend time reviewing the Stpga resource guide that was sent out at the end of last week. If you missed receiving this, please visit stpga.com as it is linked on the annual meeting webpage. This resource guide has a lot of information about the year, member programs, information about our candidates for the board of directors, and other valuable information. Item number 2. Per our communicated outline about this meeting this morning, it is important to note that only good-standing PGA members who are logged into the virtual meeting within 20 minutes of the start will receive ballots to vote. When you logged into the system, you needed to put your full name down in the platform to enter. If you did not put your full name down to allow us to verify who is in the meeting, please email Scott Archer at archer@pgahq.com or myself at thutton@pgahq.com to let us know that there was an error when you logged in. We need to ensure that we verify who is in the meeting and who is not in the meeting. Item number 3. Inside this platform of Blue Jeans, it has a chat feature that speaks directly to the Stpga staff working this meeting behind the scenes. Please note that this is not a public forum, but a way for you to communicate directly to our staff if you have questions or comments during the meeting. In your resource guide on stpga.com and in the email sent on Friday, how-to documents around Blue Jeans and Election Buddy are provided. If you have questions about the platforms we are using, please spend time looking over these documents. We believe they are easy to follow and easy systems to use. If you ask a question in the chat feature, we will answer your question by the end of this week. While more information will be announced around the election later in the meeting, all members who can vote and were in the meeting within 20 minutes of the start will receive the vote via email. Please note, the email that we will be using when the voting takes place is the email that we sent the welcome email to you on Friday from Scott Archer. Lastly, I encourage all of our members to follow us on social media. Since we are not able to be together, we still want to have a conversation through our social channels. We'll be posting throughout the 2 days, and we want to engage with you. Anyone who tags us in a post today or tomorrow will be entered into a drawing. The winner will receive something special. Things to post. How are you watching the meeting this morning? What did you find most interesting? Tag us and you are entered into the contest. We will announce the winner next week. Thank you so much for being with us this morning. We are not able to do what we do without great partners that support the section. We are very appreciative of Mark Danton and his continued support of this meeting. Uray, Winston Collection, and CMC are great companies, and we appreciate their partnership. I would now like to welcome to our podium our dear friend, Mark Danton, to say a few words.
Good morning, PGA members and apprentices. Welcome to the 2021 annual meeting. It's an honor to be here as usual. I hope this is a wake-up call. Thomas said I'm first, so hopefully this will wake you all up when you're sitting in your offices at home. Every year I take great pleasure and great interest in the Sales Rep of the Year. For the second year in a row, I'm going to have to have a shout out to the Sales Rep of the Year posthumously. We lost Darrell Walker last year. Sales reps, very tight-knit group. We're kind of a subculture from you guys. We're all in the golf business, but he truly was one of the best. I know that our thoughts and prayers the last few months have gone out to his wife, Tara, his son, Reese, his son, Cade, and his daughter, Megan, and especially also one of your fellow PGA members, Donnie Massengale. I know they were best friends growing up, and they were inseparable. Our thoughts and prayers are with you. Every year I talk about what it takes to get our sponsors on board, and I always joke that I start working on it right about 20 minutes after this meeting is over. Our three main sponsors really did a great job this year of coming back with their annual sponsorships. It was a tough year, as you all know. Bob Berg, the owner of CMC, and if you date yourself, you know that I worked for Bob Berg at Royal Grip in the fall of 1993 when he stole me from David Pilsner at Golfcrest. Berg, I call him Berg. He owns CMC. He loves the Southern Texas PGA. He loves the PGA members, and he's always in. So we sure do appreciate his sponsorship. Also, you all know Roger Landry with Uray. I've worked for Roger 26 of the last 28 years. Been with him forever, 3 different headwear companies, and he and I started the golf division of Uray together. If you know anything about that category, you know it's a very competitive one, and we've done some great things, but only because you guys helped us out and threw us some business, and then many of you have embraced it as your major headwear supplier, and we could not be more appreciative. Roger goes to bat with us every year through a couple of ownership changes at Uray, so we're very appreciative of that. Thirdly, the Winston Collection. This is their 3rd year with us. Andrew McDermott and Andy Renshaw have been unbelievable supporters of our section. Their history, they were both assistant pros at the Detroit Golf Club, worked for John Traub, and they bought Winston from a member in 2006, I think. And needless to say, they've blown it up. And like I like to say, they do not blink. They bring it every day, and I'm so appreciative of them and their support of us. It's just been incredible. If you haven't done business with them, I would encourage you to at least give it a look. Thank you to all three of those companies for their support, and we do appreciate you guys supporting them as well. I try to do a theme every year, and last year it was about growing the game and what golf professionals do in the light of where we are in this business. So many fewer golf professionals own their own shops. This year, I love the mentorship theme, and I'm so proud to say that I've come from two family trees, the Dick Harmon family tree and the David Pilsner family tree. I'm so proud of being from both those trees. From that Dick Harmon tree, I also worked for Bobby McKeever, Tom Kavicki, and our own Gordon Johnson, and then David Pilsner. Again, I could not have had a better base for learning the business and learning how to take care of golf professionals. By those five individuals are still my heroes. I still look up to them, and I still call David Pilsner on every road trip when I get bored on the road, and he has to talk to me for, I don't know, an hour. Thank you, Pilsner. And in light of the whole mentorship thing, I did want to kind of throw out a little encouragement there by someone who is also my mentor, my dad. He's the greatest salesman I ever knew. He didn't sell hats and trinkets like I do. He wrote blowout insurance on oil rigs in the Gulf. So I think the stakes were a little higher. But when I first started selling, he always imparted knowledge to me. And I think whether you know it or not, you're selling yourself. Every single one of you, every single day, you sell yourself. And that's what it's about. And my dad used to always say, nothing happens, no one gets paid, no one has a job until something is sold. And that is so true. I mean, there's no one else has the job till something's sold. When I was early on as a sales rep, I always used to joke that Bob Berg should have been fired for hiring me because I was so bad the first couple of years. And I was complaining to my dad about someone who didn't do business with me and who I couldn't get to place an order with me. I couldn't even get to see this person. I forget the exact person, but I remember the dynamic. And he looked at me and he said, we're going to love you always, but everybody doesn't love Mark Danton. So what you need to do is be ready when that opportunity comes and not to take it personal. And he also said that attitude of that person's not doing business with me is very selfish because you never know why somebody's not doing business with you. So the theme there is to be ready when you get your opportunity. And then the other thing he used to say, and again, he was in a big-time business, the little things matter the most. The little things have the most impact. That's why when I deliver one head cover for one of your members, I think it matters more than sending you a stock head cover order that's 2 days late. So, and then the final thing was one of his favorites was there's two things that make a great salesperson, and that's empathy and ego drive. Ego drive being you want to be the best. You want to be a great salesperson. You want to be the best at what you do. And then really important, and he used to stress this, empathy is knowing what your customer's feeling, how they're feeling, why they're feeling that way. And the key and the difference between empathy and sympathy is that with empathy, you can dial in to what that customer's feeling and thinking without being emotionally attached to it. So you can make a better decision because you're not getting emotional about it. So ego drive and empathy, those are two keys that you can use in your business. Again, I do appreciate everything that you guys send my way. I appreciate all the sponsorships, and I hope to see you this spring, and maybe it'll be a better one. Thanks. God bless, and God bless America.
Thank you, Mark. I appreciate your friendship and everything you continue to do for the Stpga. At this time, I would like to give my presidential report. This year has been anything but normal for all of us. No one could have predicted what took place. But as golf professionals, we should all be extremely proud and grateful. While a lot of individuals across the country struggled in 2020, the game of golf was one bright light for our country. As I reflect on the last 2 years, I hope you're as proud as I am of the following accomplishments. When COVID hit in March, the section was extremely focused and timely in sharing state and local information with PGA members. We also worked hand in hand with allied associations to make sure that golf remained open, and we preached safety of the game. We also helped connect PGA members with other PGA members on best practices and different ways to run a facility during these unique times. I also want to point out how helpful PGA of America was with posting items to PGA.org and creating the Back to Golf playbook. Over the last 2 years, I believe we refocused the need to having valuable educations to our PGA members. From the speakers at the annual meetings to our new teaching and coaching summit, education is vital to our success, and I believe we have made tremendous strides. If you have not signed up already, please consider participating tomorrow in the Education Forum with 2 dynamic speakers that I believe will help impact your business. Please reference your resource guide or stpga.com to register. You will receive 2 MSR points for attending. From a championship perspective, I am proud of how impactful our decision in 2019 to change the section championship was from 3 days to 2 days starting in 2020. While I am not sure it is communicated enough, the number of people that play in this event is a major factor when the PGA of America calculates sponsorship dollars per section. The more people that play in this event, the more money we receive from PGA HQ to serve you, our member. Please mark down September 20 and 21 at Briggs Ranch for this year's section championship. Lastly, we put a lot of work into changing our foundation to PGA Reach Southern Texas. Our foundation is now focused not only on junior golf, but impacting lives through scholarships, military programs, and employment opportunities. While COVID-19 pushed back a lot of the outward publicity of this enhancement, I believe we are set up well for future opportunities to grow our foundation and impact lives. As my time as your president ends shortly, I do want to end with 3 very important items. First, thank you to my fellow officers, board members, and past presidents. This position is one that represents everyone in Southern Texas, and I could not have done this without you. From the phone calls to the emails to the text messages, thank you for your support throughout my time. Secondly, the Stpga is in a great position moving forward. As most presidents say, I wished I could have gotten more done in those 2 years. However, we have a tremendous staff, sit strong in financial position, and have great future leaders that will do great things. I encourage all of you to get engaged, get involved, and ensure your organization remains focused on serving you and growing the game through Stpga programs. We are a member-based organization, and we must remain focused on our members, providing them with tools to be successful. And lastly, at the end of the resource guide, you will notice that the page outlines who we are as an organization. Please remember that the Stpga and PGA Reach Southern Texas is your association. You are the storytellers. You are the leaders in the industry. Golf has never been more popular than it is today, and we need PGA members to continue to be the leaders. I appreciate the opportunity to serve as your president and would now like to welcome to the podium Vice President James Brown for his report.
Good morning, PGA members and associates. I would like to first acknowledge all the hard work everyone did in 2020 and continue to do at their facilities each and every day. I think I speak for everyone when I say that if the day ends in Y, we are busy. This is great for golf and great for our industry. Before I get into my official Vice President's report on our financial status, I want to recognize 2 individuals. The first is Honorary President Mark DeWall. Mark, Thank you for your service to the organization and guidance during my time as an officer. It is extremely admirable to serve as our president twice and get promoted to the general manager at your facility while serving. Your insight during your time as honorary president the last 2 years was very helpful with your time on the board ending, and we want to say thank you. And now, President DeSivey. No one could have predicted 2020. When you became president in 2019, your calm approach throughout the year and ability to react when things changed was beneficial to all the members. To be on the board for as long as you have, serving your fellow PGA members, is something you should be very proud of. As we move forward as an organization, I will continue to look for your historical perspective and ensure we remain true to our mission of serving our members. Thank you, Doug, and congratulations on your many accomplishments. I would now like to turn your attention to the financial position of the Southern Texas PGA and PGA Reach Southern Texas. When COVID-19 hit, everything was up in the air. Early projections included large losses and a lot of uncertainty, but after being shut down for 8 weeks, we were able to put together a very successful year financially for the organization. The full report can be found on the annual meeting Blue Golf page on stpga.com. I would like to draw your attention to a few high-level items. Overall expenses were down in 2020 due to COVID-19 and some necessary changes to our operation. Savings took place throughout the year with less staff travel, less interns, and overall operational cost. Our full-time staff also went through changes with 3 people leaving during the year and only running at full capacity for 7 out of 12 months. On the championship side, pre-COVID-19, we were projecting to have the highest amount of sponsorship dollars in section history. By the end of the year, many sponsors asked to postpone or completely remove their partnership, which accounted for a loss of roughly $50,000 of sponsorship revenue. However, with this massive loss, added monies toward events only decreased by $13,000 compared to 2019. Our purses remained very competitive, and with increases in participation, our championship year was a big success. Moving to PGA Reach Southern Texas, we had 2 major factors to the overall success in 2020. The first is that even though we canceled over 50 events during the height of COVID, we had record participation throughout the year. Events were filling up within days of opening registration, and the team did a great job adding events when we could. I would like to offer a big thank you to you, the facilities that hosted these events. I know it is not easy when your tee sheet is full, but it goes a long way for the growth of golf. We have our foundation and junior golf program to be an extension of you, our PGA members. We want to promote the game and tie in our members as best as possible. In 2020, the Southern Texas Junior Golf Program paid over $500,000 to courses for hosting our events. When you add in spectator cart fees, food and beverage sales, practice rounds, and miscellaneous items bought in the golf shop, it is clear that our junior golf program makes a sizable economic impact in the industry. We were also fortunate in 2020 to qualify and receive funding through the Paycheck Protection Program for our foundation. So much was uncertain in March and April that this $80,000 lifeline was very helpful to ensure we retained our staff and continue to work on behalf of our foundation. In quarter 4, we received confirmation that this loan was 100% forgiven and can be found under Foundation G&A on our operating statement. While the last few years have been very successful for both our section and foundation financially, I'm looking forward to working with the next board of directors on ensuring we do as much as possible within our tax code to serve our members and grow the game. What can we do with this money? I will be challenging the staff to look around the country on how sections are investing money back into the membership and their missions. I will also be looking at coming up with parameters on how much money we should have in the bank to cover uncertain and capital items. Being in this position is positive for you, our members. I look forward to seeing all of you at events throughout the year, and please reach out to me directly if you have any questions or comments about our section. President DeSivey, this concludes my report. Before I turn it over to Brian Minnick, I would like to share the following video from Signature Golf. Let's make this a great year. Thank you.
Good morning, Southern Texas PGA. It's your friends and trusted travel partners once again from Signature Golf. We are bringing you the most exciting news. Right now, you can book for only $750 due at the time of booking for any 2021 or 2022 domestic or international trip. We're ready to provide you with the latest travel trends for 2021 and 2022. Trending in 2021 is domestic travel. So if you have yet to book your tee time, now is the time to give us a call and schedule your trip. Whether you're headed out west to Napa Valley, the Monterey Peninsula, places like Pebble Beach, Bandon Dunes, or you're heading over to the East Coast to visit the likes of Kiowa Island, Trump Doral, or all the domestic destinations in between. Signature Golf is excited to get you booked, again, for only $750 down. Without a doubt, trending in 2022 is international golf travel, and that includes the return of the Open Championship to its home at St. Andrews. We at Signature Golf are thrilled to be an authorized provider of open hospitality packages and have 3 amazing choices for you to choose from. International tee times for 2022 are filling up fast, and you only need $750 down to book your trip through July 31st. Reserve your tee time today on the world's best courses. PGA professionals enjoy excellent benefits through our incentive program. For example, if Signature Golf sets up a trip for you and your membership, you not only earn a complimentary trip and airfare voucher, but you'll also earn $1,575 cash in hand. For 14 traveling guests, for 23 clients, it's your trip and your choice. The sky's the limit. Signature Golf also provides your section with a cash incentive per traveler for each trip that you book with us. With so much to look forward to on the horizon, Signature Golf and our team are excited to get something on the books for you in 2021 and 2022. Contact your representative today and let's get you started.
Thank you to both President DeSivey and Vice President Brown. As our section staff looks to plan out the year, one of our main focuses revolves around telling your story. We have so many great PGA professionals that do tremendous work. We want to share that through our digital channels. Last year, hopefully you saw member spotlights each month. With our growth in our communications department, we hope to do more of that this year. If you have a unique story or want to promote a fellow member for a spotlight, please reach out to the staff or myself. In the spirit of highlighting our members, I would like to turn our attention to a couple of different groups. The first group that I would like to recognize are our newly elected Class A PGA members that gained this status during the calendar year in 2020. I would now like to recognize each of them. Your plaque from the section will be sent directly to you. Stephen Azen, James Anderson, Sheree Bakhta, Matthew Boundary, Jesse Campbell, Nathaniel Irwin, Roberto Escoval II, James Gimestad, Holly Jenkins, Aaron Gillian Smith, Jonathan Curlow, Jacob Luttrell, Gilbert Mendez, Patrick Peak. Congratulations on your hard work to becoming a Class A PGA member. Take pride in your membership, get involved, and we look forward to seeing all of you at the section championship later this year. Being a PGA member and keeping your membership for a long time is something we all should be proud of and work towards. In 2020, the following members became quarter-century members: John Anderson, Darren Busker, Jim Carty, Scott Corey, Troy Dixon, David Adele, Thane Emerson, Kevin Gamillion, George Guidry, Darren Heflin, Christopher Jefferson, Ken Kelly, Susan Morgan, James Odell, Chris Rowe, John Soffel, Michael Sholin, Brian Smith, Matthew Swanson, and Tim Thielen. Congratulations. The next group of members have been members for 50 years and are now part of the Half Century Club. Congratulations to John Conroy, Robert Ellis, Charles Estridge, Jim Hardy, Bryant Hiskey, Frank Marty. Continuing your education within the PGA of America is admirable and something that shows your dedication to getting better. As the PGA continues to enhance its educational opportunities and career tracks, we would like to recognize the following members that became specialized in a career track in 2020. Please visit pga.org to learn more about educational opportunities and ways to help expand your skill set and knowledge. Congratulations to Taylor Caruth, Janine Fellows, Timothy Floaty, Alessandra Marta, Sarah St. John, Doug Strawbridge. And lastly, the STPGA would like to recognize PGA members and friends to the association that we lost in 2020. These people impacted the game on so many different levels and will truly be missed. After I read the names, we'll pause for a moment of silence. Thomas Burke Jr., Wayne Davis, David Finley, Renee Garza, Bill Halbert, Doug Sanders, Darrell Walker. Thank you. I would like to wish everyone good luck this year, and please do not hesitate to reach out with questions, comments, or how we can get better at serving you in the game. At this time, I'd like to turn our attention to a video from our district director, Tony Martinez, who represents District 12 on the National Board of Directors. Last week, he sat down with Mark Harrison from North Texas PGA to give an overall update on some national topics that both North Texas and South Texas thought we would be valuable to show this morning. Thank you again for being awesome PGA members.
Well, good morning and welcome, Tony. Thank you so much for being here. Obviously, our District 12 Director representing the Northern Texas, Southern Texas, and Sun Country sections. Wonderful to have you and looking forward to a conversation this morning.
Thanks, Mark. Pleasure to be here. Thank you. All different circumstances coming at you virtually. So today I think we're just going to cover some topics that are most current and that I have been asked lots of questions about. I'd be remiss not to mention how proud I am to serve you, and thanks to all of you and the section leadership that have helped me along the way and guided me through this process. Especially this last year has been a little bit tough, but we've got through it, and golf is feeling really good.
Yeah, no question. Speaking about great things and golf being good, PGA Frisco, right up the street. Can you give us a quick update? Where are we from a build-out of construction of the golf course and then the vertical structures?
Yeah, thanks. Probably the question that I get asked a lot is, how is PGA Frisco coming along, and did the COVID-19 pandemic affect it? A couple hiccups along the way with maybe some resort construction and the headquarters construction, but all in all, we're on track. We're on track to open by August of 2022. That's the golf operation. So, our goal was that in 2020 we would have completed construction of the golf course. We're at 34 of 36 holes, and 35 of 36 putting greens are complete. So we feel great about that. We almost made it. The resort hasn't started vertical construction yet, but the civil and the grounds is underway. PGA headquarters building is well underway with a lot of vertical structure. So any of you that are in the area and drive by or have an opportunity to see it, you'll see some progress there. But all in all, yes, we're on track. Golf course operation to open summer of 2022 with temporary clubhouse facilities, and then probably be the clubhouse facilities in the resort. Same timing, sometime in 2023, and we're hopeful to have the headquarters building operational and ready to go before the end of 2022.
So the PGA Championship, 2022 PGA Championship, obviously very much a hot topic here a month or so ago. Can you just walk us through the process there?
Yeah, obviously a very tough decision. I can't speak to specifics on it, but I think really what I would want everyone to know is that it wasn't a quick decision. The board of directors was very involved, and it was a very thorough process. So, our mission, perpetual mission, is to grow the game and serve PGA members. And when that was obviously at risk for us to be able to continue with our programming for a bunch of circumstances, right? It's been very unique, but as it affects the PGA Championship and our ability to deliver programming in the future beyond the PGA Championship, a decision was made to move it. Again, it was a long process. I think the other question that I get a lot is, we're not a political organization, and it was a political decision. I can really assure you that this was a fiscal responsibility decision. It was a business decision for us to be able to, as I said, provide our programming and stay on mission, serving the member. Certainly in a political arena, and it feels that way, but the PGA of America's decision was about the member, and I just want to thank section leadership, the executive directors in my district that I reached out to, section president, and the feedback they gave. And we went into that board meeting, all of the board members went in having spoke to leaders in their district, and we shared the feelings of our leadership, and we're really unified in the process. So thank you all for helping me with that process. And I'd like to thank the members that reached out to me via email or phone calls. Had some long, tough conversations, and at the end, I feel like everyone was very understanding, and we're excited to move forward and be at Southern Hills in 2022.
Also recently announced Supreme Golf. Can you just walk the members through a little bit more about that partnership and maybe the benefits for a facility or a member?
I think, thanks for bringing that up. I think the number one thing is it's just another opportunity. It's another resource for PGA members. So it's a partnership that we're often looking for to primarily serve the PGA members. So you may be called upon and encouraged to look at it. It's an online tee time platform with that's not a barter platform. Offers our PGA professionals the most competitive fee structure and rate to be involved with that platform and help in your operations and build your business. Anyone that already has a relationship with Supreme will be adjusted if the PGA partnership certainly makes it a better deal. So again, it's just a resource. It's an opportunity, a tool available to the members to use.
Tony, your last year of a 3-year term on the PGA of America's Board of Directors. Firstly, thank you. Thank you for representing our district so well. What's the transition? Just explain to the members in the district here how that works and who's going to be following you.
Thanks. It's hard to believe it's the last year. So I'm really looking forward to this last year and hopefully things getting normal. I'm really excited. Derek Gutierrez from Sun Country will be shadowing me. This is his incoming year, so we've already had lots of dialogue. He was elected in Sun Country section earlier in the year, so we've kind of got a nice head start. And the rotation of district directors for District 12 goes Northern Texas, and then Sun Country, and then Southern Texas. So Southern Texas will elect the next district director that will follow and shadow Derek. But it's been amazing to this point, and again, I just can't thank you and the other sections for helping me along, and it's been very educational, and if there's any way that I can serve you better, please reach out. There's so many people that I could thank, and I would love to recognize from our career consultants to our junior league directors and staff at the section and national level. And I just, for fear of leaving someone out, I don't even want to start down that road. But it's been great. Looking forward to this next year. Golf is booming, and to think of where we were a year ago, such uncertainty in the business, and we had a 15% increase in the industry, which has been amazing, and we have a real opportunity. We have a real opportunity to capitalize on this exposure to the game, and primarily encourage and recruit that next generation of PGA golf professionals. If we can't do it with PGA Frisco, and we can't do it with the state of the game right now, so I implore all of you to identify that next young professional and bring them on board.
Tony, thank you so much for your time today, and appreciate you carving out 10 or 15 minutes for the membership. So thank you.
Thank you, Mark.
Fellow members, South Texas section, thanks for giving me this opportunity to talk to you just for a couple minutes and just keep encouraging you to, what we have accomplished over the last year. I know we're all a little tired, but it's going to pay some dividends. I mean, think about all the relationships we're building right now at golf courses across this nation, and we're working hard, right? And we're teaching the game, and we're growing the game, and it's so exciting for me. I hope it's as exciting as for you as it is for me. When I think about what my PGA Hope program's doing, how's your program doing? They're busy. PGA Junior League, things are happening. Even during COVID, with the Back to Golf document, we clearly showed that golf is an essential sport, but it's also how do we practice social distancing at our PGA Junior League teams and matches. And we did, and it was awesome, right? So I think you need to know this, and this is why I'd like to talk to you, is that, John and Jim and I and the whole board of directors, Tony, I mean, we are dedicated to the PGA member. That is it. Whatever's going to help the PGA member, that is what we're doing right now. And why? Because you guys are growing the game. I mean, everybody's doing it, right? As a collective body, 29,000 strong men and women, we are growing this game right now, and we should be proud of that because it will reap the rewards coming down, and we'll push that participation over 8%, right? Hopefully get it over 10%. So I really just wanted to say keep doing what you're doing, and call me anytime. My door's open even when it's closed. Just shoot me an email at drea@pgahq.com or call me on my cell phone anytime. I'd love to answer your questions and hear your ideas. I'd love to bring that to the boardroom. I know Tony feels exactly the same way. So enjoy your meeting today. Sorry I couldn't be there. I look to be there in the future, and just keep up the great work. And isn't it exciting to be in the golf industry right now? Because we are literally changing lives. Because at the end of the day, right, isn't it about family? Isn't it about fitness? Isn't it about fun? And we are showing a whole new generation of individuals how great this game is. And I just want to say thank you on behalf of the leadership of the PGA of America, and I hope to see you soon. Have a good meeting.
Thank you, Tony, and thank you, Don Ray, for sending in that special message to the STPGA. Good morning, PGA members and associates. Thank you so much for joining us today. It's been an honor to serve you these past 3 years, and I look forward to many more years to come. Before I get into my official report and overall update on our strategic vision, I want to start off by congratulating our 2020 award winners. While we are normally together and having a dinner tonight, I still want to tell everyone congratulations on winning their respective awards. We have so many great members, and I encourage everyone to nominate people and then apply in years to come. 2 years ago, we announced a new strategic vision for the Southern Texas PGA, and I'm happy to communicate with all of you today that we have accomplished a lot, but we still have so much more to do. It all starts with the mission of serving our members, growing the game through STPGA programs, and elevating the association. There's no better time to be a PGA member than now. People want to play golf, people want to be at golf courses, and people want to get better. You are the connection to that, and it is my job to ensure that as many people in Southern Texas understand that. I want to start off by saying thank you to our section and foundation sponsors that help support what we do. We have a wide range of partners, but without their revenue, we are not able to provide events and services to you. While we will never tell you, our PGA members or associates, how to conduct your business and never promise our partners any sales, we do ask that when you are considering purchases at your facility, that you will include our partners in your purchasing decisions. We have recently updated our recommended vendor list on stpga.com, and you will also see a link in your resource guide. From a leadership perspective, we have made a wide variety of staff updates to better serve you and tell our story. In your resource guide, you will find a list of all of our section staff members. We have expanded our junior golf department to help with our increase in the number of Strixon Prestige Tour events, and we have also grown our communications department. This is on the top of everything already increased in our champions department in the last 3 years. President DeSivey said this earlier today, but in getting ready for this annual meeting, the tagline, "Your Association, Your Story," has really resonated with our team. With our enhanced communications department, we'll be actively seeking more stories from you that we can tell. We are a member-based organization and want to get you in front of the golfing community. With our social media channels, our brand new websites, and our overall network within Texas, we want to promote you. Our member spotlights last year were a big success, and we're looking to continue these in 2021. Please respond to emails or phone calls from Marie Lipsky or Rianne Huber on my team if they reach out asking to do a spotlight. As it states in our vision, this is your association, and we want to tell your story. Our junior golf program is thriving. However, we still need to promote and reach out to new golfers. One of the big items that I've challenged our junior golf team with is to help support parent information nights or put together junior golf days at your facility. We would love to come and visit with parents to educate them on our programs and help promote what you are doing at your facility and talk about new ideas. We will gladly bring equipment to fancy the place up with flying banners and special prizes, and even work with our partners to come out to an event like this. While everyone is busy, we must continue to look for ways to invest in the future and ensure golf's next generation keeps playing. Moving towards our governance, I want to say thank you to everyone that is running today for a position in our governance structure. Volunteering your time to serve your fellow members in it is extremely commendable, and thank you in advance. I look forward to working with our new board of directors and want to thank the following people who are finishing their terms today: Mark DeWall, Chad Donegan, Rich Ballinger, Daryl Fuston, Jim Natoli, Robert Yee, Mark Duransky, and Jeremiah Cabrera. I would also like to welcome our new chapter officers to the board: Ali Murata, Joe Mitchell, and Chris DeCaratry. In closing, we have accomplished a lot of our top priorities under our 6 core areas of championships, communication, leadership and governance, member services, PGA reach, and revenue growth. However, we all know that this outline would be updated and changed throughout its life. As we try to get past COVID-19 and rounds continue to go through the roof, I'll be working with your new board of directors on updating this vision and presenting it to the membership in the future. Surveys, phone calls, and member engagement will be very important as we look to update our vision and top priorities. This roadmap and vision has been extremely helpful to better serving you, and I look forward to providing leadership on our next vision of top priorities. I continue to enjoy being your executive director, and thank you all for your support. Continue to be leaders, continue to provide world-class experiences, and continue to engage with your customers. Golf is in a great spot, and congratulations to everyone for their continued hard work. I would now like to welcome to the podium Kelly Gilley to give an update on career services. But before I do that, I would like to make sure that everyone knows that in 2020, Kelly Gilley was promoted to a regional position within her department. This was well-deserved, but rest assured, she only took the position with the guarantee that she is still our direct contact for all things employment in Texas. Congratulations, Kelly. Let's make it a great 2021 year. Now welcome Kelly Gilley.
Thank you to Thomas and to the board for the opportunity to share a few thoughts and priorities with you today. The first item I would like to address is the transition we made in 2020 away from career links. As we discussed at last year's annual meeting, PGA Career Services did this in an effort to really fully utilize the PGA job board for both management level and non-management jobs. And this provides you, the PGA member, with visibility on all jobs that are available around the country. As part of this, we encouraged each of you at several points throughout last year to complete your job preferences on PGA.org. This is a very short survey, and it lets us know basic things like where you'd like to live in the country, what types of positions you are actually interested in, and at what compensation level. As of this morning, we have 379 Southern Texas PGA members and associates that we still don't have your job preferences noted. So I do know that many of you are really happy in your current position, and that is what we really always hope for, but I would encourage you and really ask you once again to take just a minute or two to fill out your job preferences on PGA.org. If you're not interested in other positions at this time, there is a place for you to let us know that. In fact, I believe it's the very first question where you let us know if you're actively looking for a new position, you're passively looking for a new position, or not looking at all. So I really greatly appreciate you letting me know, and this is going to really help our team serve you better this year. The second point I wanted to bring up, I'm pleased to announce that the compensation survey is coming out very soon. You should see it within the next 30 days. It's going to be more concise than it has been previously. It's going to take you less time to complete, but we're really happy that we're going to be able to have up-to-date reporting. I can't tell you how many compensation reports I run every single week of the year for all of you and for your employers. So it's really critical that we have your input so we can help continue to elevate our profession in every job title, every category. So look for information coming on that. You'll get it from me, you'll get some from the section, and you'll certainly hear from PGA of America. So I encourage you to take the time it will take to complete that. It won't take much time at all. Like I said, it's more concise than it ever has been. But if we all do our part to complete that compensation survey, we can really help each other make the jobs in our section the best that they can possibly be. On that note, I wanted to reach out to you today regarding Execu Search. This is PGA Career Services search process that is fee-based. It does compete with other executive search firms in the golf industry that you may be familiar with. I ask you sincerely to get us a seat at the table with your employer. If you're leaving your role as a head professional, a director of golf, or a general manager, we would love to have the opportunity to present our services and what we can do. And there are a few reasons why we believe that we are the best partner in the search business for your employer. First, we have a team of over 20 career consultants around the country, not to mention the 41 executive directors we have as well. And we know you. Between your executive directors and your career consultants, we actually know you, the PGA member. And because we know you, we can better promote you as a candidate. Second, we have the compensation tools, like we just mentioned, and looking forward to having that information available soon. But we have the compensation tool available, and we use that tool at every opportunity to make the position itself the best that it can possibly be for the successful candidate. In fact, I want to share just a couple numbers with you. For all jobs that were closed last year nationwide by our team, we saw compensation increase 14.7% over the person who was previously in that role. We take a lot of pride in that because that's money that we are helping put in your pocket, the PGA member, and that's something that's a huge priority for us. But I want to mention that for those advanced searches, platinum searches, they were sometimes called, that are through our Execu Search brand, compensation increased in those particular positions by 22%. So that just goes to show you that our tool is really used in great detail to try to make those jobs as good as they can possibly be, and it's working. So Execu Search continues to grow. Our services are in high demand, so much so that in 2020, the number of searches that we conducted nationwide grew over 100% versus the prior year, more than doubled. So I want to be sure you all are aware that we're in this business because we think it positively impacts you. If it didn't, we wouldn't be doing it. So I ask that you help Thomas and I get our foot in the door with employers. As you move on to a new position or you're looking to retire, we greatly appreciate that opportunity. Finally, I want to mention that in conversations with so many of you over the last year, I understand the challenges that you are facing with finding assistant golf professionals. It is an industry-wide problem, and we've discussed this for the last couple of years, and I know that we all know that it takes efforts on all of our parts to really recruit into the industry. But I do want to let you know that PGA Career Services is committed, not just with our time, but also with financial resources to recruit into our industry. I would ask that you would reach out to me, to Thomas, to your board, just to let us know of any opportunities that would make sense for us to have presence and share the story of what careers in the golf industry might look like, and to possibly even provide support for that event. These may be collegiate tournaments, they may be junior events, anywhere you think there is a significant gathering of folks that would be potential future golf professionals. We want to be there, and we want to speak to those individuals. Finally, in closing, I just want to say I read a Harvard Business Review article last year that basically indicated that each of us has basically a 40% reserve that we never truly tap into professionally. And I think if we look back on the last year, I saw so many of you tap into that reserve in ways that you probably never thought that you would and didn't even think that you could. So I just want to congratulate you all on everything that you achieved this last year. Looking forward to seeing all of your successes this coming year. And it's a privilege to really kind of have a bird's eye view of everything that you accomplish. And if I can be a small part of your success in any way, please know I'm here to help you at any time. Most of you know how to reach me. If you don't, my number is 832-458-8112. Or you can reach me by email at kgilley@pgahq.com. And thank you again for the opportunity. It truly is a privilege to serve you. Thank you.